So I talked about this in like a few videos ago, in my topic about stress makes me sick. Well, I'm gonna continue to talk about that in this video, and yeah, um, like my stress just makes me sick all the time, and it was a thing that started in like I think February 2024. February 2024, it would happen constantly. I would be, I would wake up in the morning feeling really nauseous and not feeling well, and then I would throw up. And it was not fun. And for like basically the entire day, I'd just be nauseous and I wouldn't have an appetite at all and I wouldn't want to eat and whatnot. And it really sucked, like a lot, because I wasn't eating and stuff, right? So I lost a bunch of weight. I think I got down to like 108 pounds, which was a crazy jump. And yeah, it really sucks. Like it lasted up until like July, because then I went to camp. I went to camp and I got and I wasn't having stress or anxiety and stuff like that because camp was a safe place. So I was, I was feeling a lot better, which is great. I was glad. Feeling a lot better. Wasn't dealing with nauseous or being sick or whatnot. And it was really nice. It was a nice change of pace. But after I came back from camp, it started happening again, unfortunately, and there wasn't anything I could do about it. And I believe it was linked to my relationship at the time, the 11-month relationship that I talked about in my longest relationship video, because I would put stress on her and then it would stress me out for some reason, and it was just not well at all. And I would just constantly put on stress in a relationship, and I would put it on myself, and I wouldn't feel well. And then I would put it on her, make it, and then accidentally make her feel bad. Not, I don't know if you want to say it was an accident, whatever. I wasn't a really good person at the time. Still am. I don't know if I am a good person or not. I like to think that I'm not a good person. Um, and yeah, it was just really unfortunate. And yeah, it lasted for a while. And then it went away. Well, it didn't go away fully, but it was like an off and on thing. It wasn't as frequent as it used to be. It would just be every once in a while that it would happen. And it was nice to finally have the ability to not deal with it anymore. But it was still a thing that would happen to me pretty often in my life. And it still happens to this day. Like, it didn't happen for a solid like week or so. Like last week. And it was nice. But then I think just yesterday it started up again, unfortunately. And yeah, it really sucked dealing with that. Like it really did. It really did suck a lot dealing with that again, and I was not having a fun time. And it's been a thing I've been dealing with for ages. Well, I'm just recircling, sorry. Um and yeah, I think it's linked to my stress anxiety because of relationships I've been in. If some in the relationship doesn't go well or whatever, like something happens during a relationship, then I get really nauseous and it affects me because I take things way too much to heart and I overthink things way too much. And yeah, it's not fun at all to deal with something like that, especially for my partner, if whoever I'm dating at the time, right? It's definitely not fun for them at all, and it's not fair for them. And I feel so bad for all of the people I've dated during that time, aka the 3 people I've dated. Feel bad for them because I dealt with it the entire relationship. And yeah, and yeah, like now it's not as often. It happens, luckily. I'm very glad it's not as often anymore. and I get to live my life peacefully, you know.
Nice.
But
Everything.
it still happens and stuff, and like I still get anxious and nauseous when when my overthink gets bad. Um, and a similar person, like I know, dealt with it for a couple months of his life, like, but his was way worse situation than mine, from what I've heard, and like, but me and him had similar situations, but his was way worse and stuff. So we, so like, it was just not fun at all, you know. It's not fun dealing with something like that at all, and I really hope it goes away soon eventually. I don't think it ever will. I think it will just be a thing I'm stuck with for the rest of my life, unfortunately. And I'll just have to deal with nauseous feeling and, you know, every single day of my life. Cause it's only really when I first wake up and stuff. Like, it doesn't really happen midday. It just happens when I like first wake up, which is very annoying. And cause you know, I want to eat breakfast in the morning, right? But I can't eat breakfast if I'm not feeling good and stuff, and I'm feeling nauseous and stuff. Like, I can't stomach food at all. Like, my body just doesn't want to try, and I don't want to risk throwing up even more, you know? So, that's a really unfortunate part about all of it, and I wish it wasn't like this at all. Because I know I was a big pain in the ass for my partners, whoever I dated at the time, because, you know, like, imagine trying to deal with someone that's constantly throwing up every single day and telling you about it and stuff like that. Like, that must be really tiring, and I feel so sorry and so bad for, like, anyone I dated during that time period. And, yeah, because it wasn't fair to them, wasn't fair to me either, dealing with this nauseous, pukey feeling every single day. And I went to the doctors many times, and they never could find out what it was. Maybe it's not even linked to my stress and anxiety. Maybe it's just linked to some worse, and we haven't, you know, found out. And yeah, like, the healthcare system is just not helping at all. And I've been dealing with this for a year now. And it came back in 2024, or no, 2025 February again, when I had Power Fit class. And when it was happening the first time I had Power Fit class, and it started happening again when I had Power Fit class again in uh in grade 12 of this year. And so maybe because it's a change in my routine, maybe my body doesn't like that, and I can't have Power Fit class because I'm working out during school hours, which is just weird, you know. But I don't know. I'll never figure that out, but that's what I saw in a pattern of it. And I don't wish, you know, the feeling upon anyone else. It's not great. It's not fun, you know. And I feel really sorry for anyone that has to deal with it like me. And I still deal with it, but I haven't puked in a while. Actually, no, that's a lie. A couple weeks ago, I talked about this in a video, I think. Where I was at my brother's girlfriend's house. And my mom was causing some issues with me. Because we had an argument before I left. And I started, you know, my stress and anxiety got to me, and I ended up throwing up, and it wasn't fun at all. And yeah, but I haven't puked since then, which is good. I'm very glad. And yeah, and it's just unfortunate, you know. So I really don't wish it upon anyone else. That'll be it for me today.